What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Boy John 25. Tonight I'm gonna do my WWERAW review on highlights. You guys new, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, share the video, and let's get started. The first hour of Monday Night Raw was bad. This show sucks. But we kick things off in a ring segment with Triple H. I enjoyed this segment right here. Triple H welcomes everyone to Monday Night Raw. Before Triple H can say another word, Randy Orton interrupts. Orton says the office showed up because Drew McIntyre couldn't. Orton says he was supposed to have a huge match tonight. Triple H says yes, and Orton knows that it isn't going to happen tonight. Orton says Triple H has two options. Let him enter the Royal Rumble at 30 or flat out hand him the WWE Championship. Triple H says if Orton wants the title, he has to win the Royal Rumble to get his shot. Orton says whatever. Triple H is here to say it's better benefit him. Triple H barks at Orton's threat. Triple H says he has been in AWE watching Orton the past year or so. Triple H says he knows that the Fiend was the last thing standing in his way to the WWE Championship. Triple H could feel what Orton was thinking as the match burned down and he dropped it. Triple H would have done the same thing. Triple H says he understands why Orton did it. Triple H doesn't understand what Orton has been doing to the legends. The Fiend laying their sizzling benefits Orton's. Humiliating Ric Flair is of no benefit to Orton. In Triple H's mind, those actions solidify that Orton is nothing but a no-good prick. Orton tries to goad Triple H into a fight tonight. Not a match, a fight. Triple H says there is no benefit in it to him, so the answer is no. Orton says maybe the real reason is because his wife Stephanie isn't here and Triple H can't retrieve his bonds from her purse. The Triple H decks Orton. Orton rolls out of the ring, clutching at his jaw. Orton says he guessed that means yes. So this segment by itself was good. The first hour of Raw was, because of the segment was good, but the rest of the show was just sucks and bad. So we get backstage. Charlotte Flair calls Lacey Evans classy for hitting on her dad in front of her. Flair gets upset when the interviewer asks her about her dad. Flair says she is going to teach Lacey Evans a lesson. Backstage, Lacey Evans says last week she didn't flirt with anyone who didn't want to be flirted with. Lacey Evans dedicated the match to her sweetheart Ric Flair. Evans blows the camera a kiss and gives us a woo. A video package. I'm sorry, not video package. I'm sorry. A video showed Drew McIntyre let us know that he tested positive for COVID-19 and he is lucky enough to not have any symptoms. McIntyre says he is okay and that we should all wear masks and follow social distance rules so we can beat this together. Alright, so we get Lacey Evans, Charlotte Flair versus Lacey Evans. This match was decent. You know what I'm saying? It was just decent. Alright, Flair runs over Evans with a shoulder block. Evans tries a kick to the gut, but Flair catch her foot. Flair lights Evans up with a after chop. Running knee in the corner by Flair. Flair figure fours her leg around Evans' head. Flair slams Evans' face into the mat multiple times. Flair rolls Evans around the ring. Flair drives her knee into Evans. Flair sets up the figure eight, but Evans gets the ropes. Ric Flair music hits. Rick struts down the ramp. Flair looks pissed. After the break, Lacey Evans is is working over Flair. Flair kicks Evans in the head. Flair glares at her dad. Flair misses a boot and gets her leg caught in the ropes. Lacey Evans slams Flair's head into the mat. Flair fires up and hits a flurry of moves. Flair boosts Evans off the apron. Flair hits a natural selection near the ropes. Flair puts Evans' foot on the ropes. Flair yells at her. Ric Flair tries to slam Evans. Flair tries to slam Lacey Evans. Ric trips his daughter and hold her leg down as Evans falls on the top of her. Evans pins Flair. Flair is lived. The winner of the match, Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans and Ric Flair celebrate together. Alright, so let's move on. So we get backstage. Lacey Evans and Ric Flair leave together. Backstage, Keith Lee is with Kayla. Before Lee can speak, Sheamus walks in. Lee says if Sheamus is here to rub his face in his loss, now isn't the time. Sheamus says he would love to kick Lee while he is down, but that's not what he is here for. Sheamus tells Lee he earns his respect. Miz and Morrison interrupt, and this leads to a challenge for a tag match later tonight. Okay, the only thing I must say is, Team Forward, if you're watching this video, shouts to you. John Morrison deserves better. That's all I gotta say. John Morrison needs to get away from the Miz. That's all I gotta say. So we get Jeff Hardy versus Elias. This match I did not really care about. As Elias and Raker walk down the ramp, Elias says he's hurt himself while recording music and can't fight. Raker is going to take his place. So we get Jeff Hardy versus Riker. Didn't care. Hardy hits the twist of fate. Hardy is about to go up top, but Elias distracts him. Riker rolls Hardy with a handful of tights for a quick win. The winner of the match, Riker. Jeff Hardy lost to Jackson Riker in 30 seconds. Didn't care. It says Hardy grabs a mic and says Elias isn't hurt and should face him. Hardy claims Elias is scared that Riker is better than him. Elias tells Riker not to get involved with a wink. Jeff Hardy versus Elias. This match I didn't really care. After a bit of back and forth, Hardy hits the twist of fate followed by the swanton for the win. The winner of the match, Jeff Hardy. After the match, Elias yells at Riker for not helping him. Riker says Elias told him not to. Let's move on. So we get Keith Lee and Sheamus. Keith Lee and Sheamus versus Miz and Morrison. Decent tag match, but I wasn't paying attention at the same time. Even though this match was quick. Sheamus and Morrison trade submission attempts. Sheamus tags in Lee. Lee slams Morrison as Sheamus drops a knee. Lee knocks Morrison into his corner. Miz charges in and gets a back body drop. Miz falls to the outside. Lee press slams Morrison over the top onto Miz. Sheamus dives off the apron and hits a double clothesline. Sheamus rolling senton Miz. Morrison assaults Lee's knee. Lee headbutts Morrison. Morrison drops like a sack of bricks. Morrison retreats to the corner. Lee charges and pounds Morrison into the top turnbuckle, which snaps off. Sheamus lays out a belly laugh. Lee can't contain himself either. Miz and the referee check on Morrison, who isn't moving. After the break, Miz and Morrison are working over Sheamus. Sheamus managed to tag in Lee. Lee clears the ring and calls for his finish. Sheamus tags himself in and hits a bro kick for the win. Lee and Sheamus hug. Lee just laughed. The winner of the match, Keith Lee and Sheamus. Backstage, Triple H says he didn't come here to fight, since Orton can't understand what legend should mean to him. Triple H is going to show Orton. Triple H accepts. So we get Keith Lee. So we get Keith Lee versus Sheamus. Alright, during the break, Sheamus and Lee got into it to the point this match was made. Lee blocks the 10 beats of the battery. Sheamus slaps Lee in the face. Lee headbutts Sheamus. Lee unloads on Sheamus with chops after chops. Sheamus dumps Lee out of the ring. Sheamus dives off the apron, but Lee catches him. Lee dumps Sheamus over the barricade. Sheamus is almost counted out. Lee hilariously looks down at Sheamus and says, "Oh, you think you're tough." Sheamus slams Lee's arm onto the ring post. Sheamus stomps on Lee's arm. Sheamus focuses on Lee's arm. Lee tries to set up a top rope Spanish fly. Sheamus pushed Lee off the top. Sheamus clothesline Lee. Sheamus tries to lock Lee in a cross arm breaker. Lee turns it into a one-arm powerbomb. Lee immediately hits the spear bomb for the win. The winner of the match, Keith Lee. After the match, Lee and Sheamus hug. Let's move on. So we get doing a tape segment. Drew McIntyre accepts Goldberg's challenge. So we get Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. See, myself and the fans aren't worried about this. So, Drew McIntyre better retain the WWE title at the Royal Rumble. That's all I gotta say. Because Goldberg does not deserve a championship opportunity. And that's facts by itself. So we get Xavier Woods versus T-Bar. I did not care about this match. But like I stated earlier, like me and TM said this, Ricochet should join Retribution because Ricochet is not doing nothing. So Ricochet was not on Raw tonight, but it's just nothing but facts. It says T-Bar runs over Woods. Woods locks up. T-Bar runs over Woods again. Woods tries to fire it up, but T-Bar destroys him with a lariat. Woods fires up and hits a drop kick off the top that sends T-Bar flying out of the ring. Baseball slide by Woods. After a distraction by Ali, T-Bar tries to rip Woods' arm out of the socket. T-Bar hits eyes while shut for the win. The winner of the match, T-Bar. Ali was at WWERAW talk. Ali was speaking nothing but facts, but it didn't also do nothing. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, let's move on. So we got a United States Championship match. Bobby Lashley versus Matt Riddle. We already knew that Matt Riddle was not going to take the United States Championship away from Bobby Lashley. Lashley attacks Riddle before the bell rings. The referee pulls Lashley off of Riddle. The referee asks Riddle if he can continue. Riddle says he wants to fight. Lashley clotheslines Riddle. The bell rings. Lashley launches Matt Riddle across the ring. Riddle is bleeding from his mouth. Riddle tries to fight back but gets hung up on the top rope. Riddle falls to the outside. Lashley locks in the hurt lock. Riddle taps out. The winner and still United States Champion, Bobby Lashley. Alright. Riddle says he may not have been able to beat Lashley tonight, but he can beat MVP. MVP laughs and takes off his suit jacket. MVP says if that's what Riddle wants. Okay, first of all, why is Matt Riddle wants to fight MVP? He just lost to Matt Riddle just lost to Bobby Lashley. So why would Matt Riddle wants to fight MVP? It doesn't make sense. But anyway, let's move on. So it says MVP versus Matt Riddle. This match was over. Thank God. MVP hits the ball and elbow. Riddle fires up. Lashley tries to get involved. Riddle PKs Lashley. Riddle crashes Lashley with a floating bro. Lashley hits the ring and spears Riddle to cause a DQ. So it says the winner of the match by disqualification, Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle, it says MVP and Lashley beat down Riddle. Backstage, Adam Pearce is talking to AJ Styles. Styles says if Roman Reigns slips on a banana peel and Pearce beats him, Pearce may end up champion. when Styles wins the Royal Rumble, they could end up facing each other at WrestleMania. Drew Gulak walks in and declares himself for the Royal Rumble. Pierce says he can't just do that. Gulak says Styles did it. Pierce tells Gulak if he can beat AJ Styles tonight, he's in. Omos walks in and stands behind Styles. So we get Drew Gulak versus AJ Styles. This match was quick. It says the winner of the match, AJ Styles. So you're telling me that everybody can qualify to qualify for the Royal Rumble, but Drew Gulak can't? That's bogus. So everybody has to enter the Royal Rumble, has qualified to enter the Royal Rumble, except Drew Gulak. That just that's just not okay with me. But anyway, let's move on. So we get backstage. Triple H is getting ready for his fight with Orton. Lee walks in and tells Triple H that he doesn't have to do this. Triple H has always been there for him. Maybe it's time for Lee to be there for him. Triple H says he appreciates that, but he has to do this. He started this mess. He's going to finish it. So we get Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Versus Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. This match was garbage. It says the winner of the match, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. After the match, repeatedly passed Shayna Baszler on the back. But anyway, so we get the brawl between Randy Orton and Triple H, and then as soon as Triple H and Randy Orton start brawling, then the lights cut off. Then the hammer was set on fire. Then after the hammer was set on fire, Triple H disappears, and then Alexa Bliss came out of nowhere, and then Alexa Bliss just stood there and shot fire at Randy Orton. The exact same thing that happened to Keith Lee when Karrion Kross and Scarlett, when Keith Lee opened up the contract and fire started to blind Keith Lee. And that's all I gotta say from there. But anyway, like I said, overall, the first hour of Monday Night Raw was bad, and it sucks at the same time. But two things I really enjoyed on Monday Night Raw tonight: the Triple H segment and the Randy Orton and Triple H fighting. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWERAW review on highlights, please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And I will see you guys in the next video. Big Boy John 25, and I'm out of here.